official. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was way louder than I was expecting. Also, Happy New Year! I have been given too much power with the party horn. Yes. Yes, I'm finally back. I'm feeling much better. Thank you for those who were concerned. I just had a little bit of a tummy ache, but it was nothing too bad. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we got a bit of a festivity going on, which reminds me, I should lock my door because there are children that are gonna be coming over maybe, and I don't want them barging in here, so I'm gonna go do that. Ah, ah, ah! It's so far away. Ah. Okay, okay, we're good. We're safe. No children are getting in here on my watch. Mm-mm. Because I know they will do that. I know. The second that they are told that I am live on air, they're gonna barge in here, be like, beep 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 beep, beep hi hi. I'm like, no, please, I'm in the middle of something. Yeah, I'm feeling much better, and especially now that it's almost a new year, I'm trying to. My New Year's resolution is to be better than I was last year. And in many respects. Whew. But yeah, we'll figure that out. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. So I was going to do a karaoke type stream, as you can see with the microphone. However, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of I don't know. I get really anxious when it comes to doing karaoke streams. So instead, I do have something extra special planned for you. Might I introduce you? Some of you may already be familiar with her. The one and the only my Utauloid. Hold on. Miss Honey Lady. Yeah, look at that. She's already got her. I got her illustration and everything. Hold on, let me move so that we can both sit together. There we go. Yay! So we have the very first ever musical debut of Honey Lady. Now this is still a little bit of a work in progress. I've never used Utao before, so it might not be too good. Okay. Pa 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 pa. All right. Let's do this. Hit it.
つぼ立ちすぐのだ街角見上げる憂鬱な空オフィスワークの湯気にもう息が詰まりそうよ
ふと迷い込んだ閉じる中ミラル的に映るように
刺激的なシチュエーションは
日常の奥にある熱を帯びた欲望たちが交差するこの場所で絡み合る熱い視線はまるで感情の
溢れるのよ甘いムードに弱さでまた頭に起きてく
君とこんなつまらない夜も
もう一歩に溶けていくあなたの運命の人は私で何をね橋が息を一へなので休も行く時遠くね
そんな冷め絶えてない感も溶かしきってしまうほどの
願いの知れないバイブに
今日も踊らされてしまいそう赤く染
ない頃に今宵最後な私を脱ぎ捨てあなたになる
少しに見える世界
い
は
つも
良い大根になる散らずしぐさで夜はこれからゆっくりと続けこの後は
強いのが好き
夏を帯びた欲望たちが交差するこの部屋で時を忘れて溺れたい君と混ざり合う
溢れるのよに
On the rock タイトなドレスを
髪を折ってあなたにして
今日はシングルよりダブルで
どうも
からつぶやいて音のフードに放たされ加速する恋の行動こんな刺激的で熱い夜は強いのがいいもうだだだだチューチューチューチューチューだだだだだだチュルチュチュThank you, thank you, thank you! Yeah! Like I said, still a little bit of a work in progress, but that is one of a few things that you can expect coming in the new year is a download of our very own Honey Lady. I want to eventually, I don't know when it will happen, but I do eventually want to make a like an actual like physical like CD for her that you could use. I just don't know how to do that yet. I know there's tutorials. I know it can be done, but I just number one, I don't have any materials for it. Number two, I don't really know how to do it. So that'll all be a little bit of a work in progress. But I'll give you a little more. Ooh you can see. So here's her full design here. Yeah, I'm glad some of you noticed that her microphone is a little honey dipper. I thought that was a cute little touch. So oh my gosh, I'm like dying. So I wanted her to be like well as contrasting to me. So Honey Lady is she's a vocal synth bumblebee, so she's not a honeybee. That's why she's a little bit bigger than me, and her hair is much longer than mine. So you know, there's a little bit of a difference. And I kept the but I still wanted her to be like kind of similar to my design. So she has whereas I have a fuzzy shirt, she's got a fuzzy little boa. And yes, she does have. I wanted to keep the like motif with the vocal synths having the they have like the number. Not very many Utaos have it, especially not anymore. Like that was very much a like a Vipperloid sort of trend to have like the number on their arm as akin to the character vocals. Miku, Rinla, and Luca. Yeah. It is the hexagon honeycomb. It's the same shape. So, but yeah, I made her number 8 because in Japanese, 8 is or the word hachi means 8, but it also means bee. So I thought that was I thought that was clever. Yeah, so she's kind of a B lounge singer slash like vocal synth. Yeah, yeah, that is kind of what I was going for, like a more mature looking version of myself. Oh, hello, thank you so much. I really appreciate. Oh, let me get some BGM going now that the song is over. Da, 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 da. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. All right. Wah! Sorry, I'm a little bit flustered from that. See, that's why I get anxious when I do karaoke. It's so embarrassing. Yeah, that's our dear friend, Honey Lady. Expect to see more of her eventually. Here I am. I wanted to have something. I wanted to wear something like cute and quirky, but I didn't really. I couldn't find any like good New Year's assets that I liked. Oh, I do have. However, I do have a little celebratory cupcake. I've been really wanting to try this cupcake. It's like a lemony. It's a lemony cupcake with like lemon curd in it. I've been dying to try it, and since we're having people over later, I don't want anybody to eat them all before I can get to them. So I'm eating one now. Am I going to spoil my dinner? Possibly. Probably not. It's a really small cupcake. It's like one of those like little mini ones, you know. But I'm sure it'll be good. All right, let's give it a try. Oh my god. Ah. It's all right. I've had better lemon curd. Oh. Yeah. It's pretty good. Ah. Yeah, so I actually when I got sorry, hold on, let me finish like eating, not talk with my mouth full like a disgusting heathen. When I got the news of getting to 500 subscribers, I was at work, so that's why I didn't post anything right away. Mama be posting. She spoiled it. She spoiled it for me by posting about it first. I was like, man, I wanted to post about it first, but I was at work, so you know. Kind of aren't supposed to be on your phone when you're at work, though sometimes I am. Only if there's like nothing for me to do. You know, I try to be a good worker bee. I do my best. I try not to be on Twitter.com while I'm at work, especially not Twitter.com. That place is like rage bait heaven or rage bait hell. That's a much better. That's a much better description. It's rage bait hell. Yeah, I was very happy, though unfortunately I had a really I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to me. But that morning I woke up at 2 a.m. with a really bad stomach ache. It was rough. I woke up and I was like, it hurt so much that like I was worried, and it didn't feel like a regular like gas pain or like a period cramp. Well, I knew it was a period cramp, but you know, it didn't feel like one of those. So I was like, oh no, because I had also heard that like at the place that I had worked at, there was like a nearby location where the people working there, a lot of them got like the stomach flu, and I was like, my first thought was, oh god, please don't let me have the stomach flu, please, especially because one of my coworkers got sick earlier. So I was like, no, please don't let this happen to me. I don't want a stomach flu. But thankfully, it was not that. It was just, I think it was just like really weirdly uncommon gas pain because it lasted like usually gas pains don't last that long, but for me like this one lasted like a day and a half. Like I don't know what I ate. I don't think I ate anything like that out of the normal. But yeah, like you know, I thought at first I thought that like, you know, it was either like the stomach flu or like my appendix had burst, which thankfully it wasn't that either. So like, you know, I was like I wasn't having like any of the other side effects really that you get from when you have either of those. Like I wasn't really having chills. I was very dizzy for a little while when I stood up. It just my stomach just really hurt super bad. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I had for dinner the previous night. I just had like our Christmas stew, and we ate that on Christmas Eve, and I was fine. So I don't know. I don't really think it was that, but who knows? Who knows? Oh yeah, I like I went into work and I had like I only had because I looked up like what are the best foods to eat when you have an upset stomach, and it said like carrots and bananas. So I threw in like a bunch of baby carrots and a banana, and thankfully, thank goodness this happened around Christmas time because I had so many candy canes. I was like, I'll just throw in a candy cane because if you don't know, peppermint helps your stomach feel better. I learned that from Santa Claus. I learned that from the Santa Claus, okay? Not to brag. Like, yeah, this one time, me and my family were out, and we went to see Santa. And unfortunately, that time, I was having a tummy ache, too. And I told Santa, I was like, Santa, my stomach's really... Because Santa was like, what's wrong with you? You don't look too happy. I'm like, well, Santa, I've got a really bad stomach ache. And he was like, oh, well... I've heard that peppermint helps your stomach feel better, and so he gave me a candy cane, and it worked. He was right. See, always trust Santa. It wasn't Pirate Santa though. I'm sorry to report. He was not a pirate. He did not say arg, and there were not elves around for him to bowl. So. You know what? Maybe there was a reason he gave you coal in sharp class. Maybe he wanted you to stay warm through the winter. Ever think of that? Be grateful for all the gifts you receive, and the sharp glass to protect you from predators. That's a pretty solid present, I gotta say. Yeah, it was very nice. Oh yeah, and speaking of Christmas, I got stuff for Christmas. How about that? Well, the number one thing that I'm sure you all will be excited to hear about is I finally got a little fan to keep my phone cool while I'm streaming. I have not figured out how to get it to work yet, but I don't know. I'll figure it out probably. It's a little bit confusing. It has like it didn't have, at least what I've seen. It came in like a little like container thing, but it doesn't have any instructions. So I'm just like, I don't know. I don't really know like what I'm supposed to do with all these things, because it has the fan. It has the thing that you plug into the fan, and it has like magnets, but I'm not really sure what the magnets are for. I mean, obviously they stick to the thing, but like I don't really understand like how it's supposed to set up, especially with the phone stand that I have. I'm not sure how that's all supposed to work, but I will figure it out. There you go. That's another thing you can look forward to, is hopefully longer streams now that I have something to keep my phone cold, so it doesn't overheat and then die in like 2 seconds. Um, I also, which I used recently, I got a my aunt got me a crimping iron. You all know I'm a bit of a cosplayer, and like every single like wig tutorial I've seen, they're like, oh, you gotta crimp your wigs. If you crimp your wig, then like it'll look less fake, and it'll get tangled less often, which is especially good for me because I don't have a very good like wig storage system. I kind of just put them back in the bag that they came from and hope for the best. Thankfully, at least now I have like specific brushes that I can use, and like I've got like 3 different combs that I use like just for the wigs, because you can't use like you can't use hairbrushes that you use on your hair on the wigs. It ruins them. It's not good. So yeah, so I have like a bunch of that stuff, but I never had a crimping iron, so I was like, oh well, I guess I'll just like brush I'll just brush all my wigs out. But then my breaking point came when my EO wig got so tangled and destroyed that I think it's beyond hope. I'm really sad about that. It's a super long wig. Like, it is like down to my ankles. It's really long, which I mean, Ia has really long hair, so it's kind of expected, and I'm also not very tall, so yeah. But it looks really cool. It looked really cool the few times that I did cosplayer, but now I have to get another one. So you best believe when I do get that one, I will be crimping it. And what else did I get? I did get socks. I did get socks for Christmas. I got some bee socks, which I'm very excited about. Love my bee socks. Love me some bee socks. Can never have enough. I want to get socks that look like the socks on my VTuber model. I got ones when I went out a few months ago, and I thought that it came in like a pair of 2. So like one of them had like it looks like the socks that I have, the black and white stripes, and then the other one was like it had just like little like sewn on little bees on it, and so I thought that it was like 2 pairs, but no, it was 1 pair with like each individual. So I was kind of disappointed about that, but oh well, what can you do? Maybe, I don't know, because like unfortunately she's kind of fallen out of style lately. Like, you used to see back in like the 2010s, like the mid to late 2010s, you used to see Ia in like everything. Now you don't see her anymore, and now you got like kids on TikTok saying that she's like a rip-off Vocaloid. Like, she's been a Vocaloid since like 2013, 2012. She's been a Vocaloid longer than some of you have been alive. It just hurts me. It just hurts me. It hurts me to see people slandering one of the best Vocaloids ever created. Sad. But I don't know. You never know. You never know. I'm hoping when I go to Japan to find I'm specifically, when I go, I will be looking for like, I want to do more Uma Musume cosplay. I don't know who I want to cosplay next. I've already cosplayed Urara, and she's like the best one. But yes. Oh yes. Feel free, slander AI all the way. And I wanna look for Uma Musume cosplay. Maybe some more Hololive cosplay. Again, I don't know who specifically I'm looking for, but I'll know it when I see it. That's right. That's what it is. I would say that I would look for Vocaloid cosplay, but like, the only Vocaloid cosplays that they ever sell in those kinds of shops are like Miku. It's just Miku. Maybe on the off chance you'll get like Reen and or Len. Maybe very, very rarely Luca. But other than that, if you want to cosplay a Vocaloid that is not Miku, Reen, Len, or Luca, you are friggin' tough luck, buddy. They do not have it. even popular ones like like Gumi or Flower are hard to come by. You might get lucky nowadays, now that like Teto is popular, you might find a Teto cosplay, but like literally anything else, good luck. So, I don't know, maybe. Unless there's like a really cool Miku cosplay, then, then we'll see, but yeah, I would love to cosplay Agnes Digital. I really hope, I really, really hope that I do find a cosplay of her there. That would be awesome. Or if I find a Tokiyuki cosplay, I've always wanted to cosplay him. I love him. He's my little guy. I love him. Oh, and speaking of cosplay and Japan, I also signed up for I don't know, I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, but so there's this thing that you can sign up for in Shinjuku where you can do like you can get like professional, you can do like it's like a professional like cosplay sort of thing. So like you get your costume and they'll do your makeup for you, and then you can walk around Shinjuku and get like professional pictures done. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the pictures, cause like I don't ever post pictures of myself. Obviously, I'm a VTuber. Like, hello. But you also get to which is the part that I really wanted to do. I really like the so you get to sit in the window of this bar, like the second floor of this bar, and you just get to like pose and like look cool, and it's really fun, and it looks really cute. I've seen videos of it, and I'm like, oh, that looks so nice. Yeah, any excuse to cosplay in public, I will take. Especially because, like, strangely, for some reason, Japan is not. This might be a shocker. Oh, sorry, my dog. This might be a shocker to some people, but Japan is not very like open to cosplaying in public. Sorry, people are here. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, like you would think that Japan would be like really, really open to like cosplaying in public. You would think that they would be having events like this all the time, but they really don't. It's even like when you go to conventions there, like you can't go into the building in cosplay. You have to go in there in like your regular street clothes, and then they have like rooms in there that you change into, and then you can be in the menu. And even then, I think that like a lot of times cosplay is only dedicated to like select areas. It seems really boring. I hate to say it, but like anime conventions, especially if you're a cosplayer, they seem really boring. Like you have a place where you can go to, and like people come up and they take pictures of you, and that's it. Like it doesn't feel, it feels like in Japan cosplay is more like, it's much more of like a professional thing than like something that you casually do for fun. Which, I mean, on the one hand is really cool. Get your bag, girl. Like, I think it's awesome that people can make a career out of cosplay. I mean, people can make a career out of cosplay here, or like anywhere else in the world, and still, I think that's really cool. But I think a lot of the fun of cosplay is just like dressing up and just doing whatever you want, So it feels really sad to like limit it to like, oh, you can only be here, you can only do this, and you can only do this. Like that, I don't know, that just seems kind of lame. In my opinion. But I don't know, because I've the first ever Japanese convention that I will be going to is HoloFest, and that's not happening until next year. So I don't know, we'll see. I think from what the description on the website says, it seems like the Holo Expo this year is going to be a bit more open to cosplaying. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens when they get there. I won't be cosplaying at the event. I know, shocker. I'm not planning to cosplay there, just because I don't know the rules yet. So I don't wanna go in and like step on toes and be that guy. So I'm just gonna keep to myself a little bit. But I'm sure it'll be fun. And yeah, what else? What else did I get for my Christmas? I mostly just got like apparel. That's like the bulk of the stuff that I got. So I got like a lot of apparel and yeah, I got some nice new shoes. So I'm very happy, which is a shocker because my model does not wear shoes, but I don't have a very big collection of shoes, but most of my shoes are just like for practical use rather than like for like fashion sense. I have a couple, like I have my platform shoes that obviously those are for fashion, and then I have a lot of dance shoes, but those are for dance, obviously. Like I don't think I didn't ever like throw out any of my old dance shoes, which really came in handy. Number one, because they are expensive. Dance shoes are not cheap, okay? Like I've got character shoes that are at least like $100. So yeah. Oh, that's nice. I've got a robot vacuum. Well, I should say, Mama B has a robot vacuum. She named him Mr. Roboto. So she said she named him that so that when he's done cleaning, she can say "Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto." And I was like, oh my goodness, that's really cute. And yeah, I just had a nice Christmas dinner with my cousins, though. My younger cousins, they were so energetic, and they were like they got a whole bunch of like activity kits for Christmas, so they were like, oh, BBB, come try this, let's do this. I'm like, I just want food. That's very exciting. I'm happy for you, but I want food. I'm hungry. Alfred is a cute name. That is funny. Yeah, it was so chaotic. I was like, I don't know how my cousins can keep up with these with 3 children. Oh, one child is too much for me. uh, I will never be a parent. uh, See, I'm okay. I'm okay with children as long as they are like chill and mellow. But children rarely are ever chill and mellow. So it's tough for me. Tough for me, I guess. But we had a good time. And I had a nice hard sleep until the next day when I had to go to work. But oh, and this past weekend, I was very happy. I got to. Unfortunately, this was like, well, this is after the whole incident with my stomach hurting really bad. Thankfully, that kind of went away. It kind of went away at like it went away in like the morning, but I still had like a tiny little bit of a tummy ache, but that didn't matter because we all went out to round one because they were doing a Danadan collab, and Mama V was like, I really want the Danadan prizes, so I was like, okay, I will take any chance to go to round one, so let's go. And we had a great time. I finally got to take in the last of my charms to be sold. Yay. And honestly, I'm glad that my cousins don't just stick they don't just stick their kids in front of an iPad, because it's very like you said, yeah, it does rot their brains. It's not very healthy for them. I say that as somebody who growing up had a lot of unrestricted internet access. It's not the best. But yeah, so we got to round one. I of course was cosplaying. I cosplayed as like a more like casual Harurara. I didn't want to wear like her full racing gear because I was worried that it would be too cold. So I wore something a little more cozy, a little more casual, and it looked really cute. I really liked the outfit. But I got to dance a lot. I probably danced a little bit too hard because by the end I was sweating. I was like my entire back was soaked. It was disgusting. But I danced really good. I was so good. I made this little girl leave. I made this little girl leave in the middle of her song. That's probably not true, but I like to think I was too good. I was making her look bad. Take that, random little 8-year-old. I don't know. But I Mama V she did get some good merch from that. Thanks to me. That's right. I won her something for once instead of the other way around. Yeah. The things that they had were so number one they had like these little like keychains, which I got one for her easy peasy because all you had to do is just like put like $55 on your card, which I needed to put more money on my card anyway, so it all worked out. But yeah, the keychains were a piece of cake. Piece of something that is more difficult than cake was the claw games. 'Cause they had three different like plushies and a figure which she already had. So there was one of Momo. There was one that was like Demon Okaroon, and then the grandma. And because Mama V, let me tell you, she freaking loves Demon Okaroon. That's like that at this current moment. Besides Gojo, that is like her favorite anime character. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get one of these for her. And the game that it was one of those where it's like you've got like a bar with like it's got like 3 or 4 like metal rods, and there's a box sitting on top of it, and so you have to pick up the box and get it to like fall off of the bars. So I was being so strategic. Okay, so I've been getting recently a lot of like tutorials on my TikTok of how to like win at like different round 1 games. So I was putting those to the test. I was like accessing the deep recesses of my brain to remember how to beat these things. so so like I tried to like pick the box up by the corner, and I managed to flip it backwards onto the bar behind it. So my master plan was to get the box to go backwards, because usually what you're supposed to do, the boring lame payout method is you just like get the claws to like pick up the box and drop it, but that rarely ever works. So I was trying to be a smart cookie and flip it backwards, so that technically it landed on it landed on the thing, but it didn't really work out. I kept trying and trying so hard. It just like, cuz the way that it got stuck was like the corner of the box got like stuck into like the middle. And then finally it picked up the box, Like, and I mean, like, it picked the whole thing up. I never once got it to, like, fully pick up the box, but it picked the whole thing up. And at this point, Papa Beehead came in, and he was like, he was trying to help me out. Which, I mean, well, he more helped me out by paying for a couple tries. But so he and I both were like, oh my gosh, is it actually going to drop it? And it picked it up. And then it dropped it, and it fell like even deeper into into between the rods. And we were both like, no! So we were so close. We were so close to getting it. Like I had gotten it to like, but before that play, I had gotten it to like go back to being to sitting on top of the rods, and then it just like fell and it got stuck. And there was it literally it could not have been picked up because it was stuck so deep in between the bars that like you couldn't get the prongs of the claw underneath it to pick it up. So thankfully an employee was walking by, and so we asked her to reset it, and so she reset it, and it happened again. I got it stuck again. But thankfully she like it was like right after she reset it. I tried it again and it got stuck again. And so then we like asked her to reset it. And she put it like right on the very edge of the very front bar. So thankfully, miraculously, I didn't mess it up and I got it to fall, and I got the plushie for Mama Bee. And she was so happy. She was like showing it off. She's like, check out my Okaroon. And then afterwards, we went up to a little restaurant, and I got a burger, and it did not have pickles in it. Yay! Mood up. Feeling great. Yeah, I also got for in Dance Around, I got a perfect score on Mermaid Girl. I freaking love Mermaid Girl. It's my favorite. It's my favorite dance out of all of them. I freaking love Mermaid Girl. Great song, great choreography, perfection. Listen, any song that has the word mermaid in it, you know it's gonna be a banger. You're legally not allowed to make bad songs about mermaids, okay? Every song that I can think of that has something to do with mermaids, it's a good song. So, yeah, I rest my case. And somehow I don't really understand how it worked, like if it charged my card twice, but my first round playing it gave me 2 credits, so I got to go twice, which was a blessing and a curse. Because on the one hand, yay, hooray, I got 2 turns. On the other hand, oh my god, I was so tired by the second one, and I didn't bring any water, which I am like so kicking myself for not doing because I was so thirsty. I had to like go up to the bar there, and because I was going to just like order it because they have like a little kiosk thing. I have a kiosk that like, or they have a kiosk up there that you can order your like food and drinks from. So I was gonna order there, but they didn't have water listed on their drinks. I was like, what the heck? Why do you not have water? So I had to go up to the front and be like, excuse me, can I get a water? Like an idiot. Who orders water? Me! I do! I'm thirsty. I'm a useless water drinker. Don't try to offer me anything else. Water's fine. And then when we went up to get some food, I ordered water again. I was very hydrated, except not really, because then right afterwards I went back and I danced more, and then I got even more thirsty, and I didn't want to go back up, and I didn't want to go back up to the people working out there and be like, oh, can I get another water? No, it's embarrassing. I'm just so thirsty. I dance so hard. If they saw me dancing there, they would be like, okay, yeah, she probably needs a water. Cause listen, you've all seen like every like cabinet there, every rhythm game cabinet there has their pro players. Okay, I'm the pro player for Dance Around, or at least I would be the pro player if they had Dance Evolution, but they don't. So Dance Around is close second. Are you kidding? I wish that they would pour water on me like in sports movies. I would have killed for that. I was sweating by the end of that. Yeah, that little girl, she didn't know what was coming for her. I did one dance where so there's a part. So the song's called Daisuke, right? If you want to look it up. There's a part where you turn around and then you do a couple moves backwards. And like I'm telling you, when I turned around, I saw there was like a different. It wasn't the same little girl, but there was another little girl who was like staring at me like, and I was like, that's right. I spend too much time on this game. I have way too much free time, and I learned all these dances at home. I mean, it's a pretty fun game. So it's really easy. That's what I like about Dance Evolution. It's like, at least nowadays, like if you don't know how to do a dance, you could just like look it up on YouTube and then practice at home. Yeah, I was on fire. I was on fire. But then, unfortunately, disaster struck, and we went. There are these like little like gachapon machines nearby, and they had one that had like little Toho project characters. I was like, oh my gosh, these are so cute. I would love a little Toho. And I spent my own money. I spent $20, and I used four coins. That is true. Bees do dance IRL. That is true. I used 4 coins and it gave me nothing. I was so sad. It was really disappointing. And I was gonna just like, let it slide, but my parents were like, no, contact them and get your money back. So I was like, okay. And I did. I got my $8 back. This is like, it's like $2 per token or something like that. So yeah, I did get my money back. Yay, hooray. But my parents were like, isn't there like any other like, gachapon that you want? So I'm like, no, I just wanted the Toho one, but now it's like ruined because it didn't give me anything. Yeah, I was sad. I was hoping to get Kogasa. You don't see too much merch of Kogasa, and I think she's cool. I like her design a lot. Either that, or I think they had Sakuya. I'm pretty sure they had Sakuya, but she's my favorite. But oh well. It wasn't meant to be. Maybe they'll have it again the next time I'm there and I can try again. But maybe this time they'll actually give me one. I don't know, we'll see. And I also went to Miniso, and they had a bunch of like cute little Miku trinkets. And so I bought a couple Miku trinkets for my Ida bag. But then I remembered after I bought them that my Ida bag is like completely full and I need to get another one. Yeah, I think I talked about it before. I want to get one of those like Miku Ida bags where it's like her head, and her mouth is like the part that you put the pins into. I want to get one of those. But I gotta get like a big one to fit all the stuff that I have. 'Cause I have a couple things that I just, especially now that I don't want to put in my current bag just because like it's so stuffed right now. I might even move some stuff from that bag over to the next one. I can't help it. I just love her so much. I want to make other Ida bags too. I just don't know like what characters. Like Miku is really easy to make an Ida bag for because there's like there's so much stuff for her. You know, I would love to make a Ida bag for like a more obscure like Vocaloid character, but then I would have to like make pretty much all the merch myself. And you know, I don't know. And then on top of that, it's like what official merch there is like really hard to come by, and then what merch you do come by is gonna be like way expensive. It's ridiculous. It's like the one that I've been looking at is like pretty big. I want to say it's like maybe like it's like a backpack size, so like at least like a foot long. I think. I don't know. I'm really bad at judging like the size of things. But like I have seen one online that's like I think the one that I found is like $50. It's not too bad. I still though I do still want to get that honeycomb Ida bag. That is my dream Ida bag. I will be so sad. I want to go to next year. I want to go to the one convention I know that person goes to. And if they are not there, I'm gonna be so sad. I will be so sad because like I tried to contact them over like Instagram because that's the only like social media that I know they're active on, and they didn't respond. And like I wanted to check on their website, but their website led to like a 404 screen. So I was like, what do I do? Or does that mean they're just like not in business anymore? I don't think they are because they like posted not too long ago about making new merch. So like I don't know. I guess I'll just go to that convention next year. I don't even care. I don't even care how much the tickets are. I don't even care if they have like anything boring happening because I had been to the one convention that I know that they are at before and it was kind of really boring. But if they are there, I don't care what it takes. I'm getting that bag. Even if I'm there for only 5 minutes and I have to pay $50 to get in there, I'm getting that freaking bag. I will be darned if I do not. And thank you, Mama V, for the nice message. I better get that gosh darn honeybee Ida bag. You guys have no idea the amount of stuff that I could put in it. I have got so many like little I've got a bunch of like little bee things that I could put in there. I don't have too many like can badges, but I know that they are like very easy to come by. I literally, if they said that they were gonna like stop making them or something, God forbid, knock on wood, I would contact them and be like, I will fund you for just one. I just want one bag. I have been dreaming of getting this bag for I think, oh God, how long has it been? I think it's been at least like almost 6 years now. Like at least 5 or 6 years, you know. Like, I really want this bag. I really, really do. I'm kicking myself for not getting it 5 or 6 years ago. I came so close a couple years ago. But it just didn't. It's not fair. It's not fair. It should have come home with me. And now I'm sad. All that is to say, they freaking better be at that convention next year, or I am going to cry. Because that's the only convention that I know that they go to. I haven't seen them be at like any other one except for the one that I got scammed at, but I don't think they're going to that one anymore. I hope not. I'm not going to that one. If they're going to the one that I got scammed at, I'm not going to that. I want one of those bags really bad, but not that bad. I'm not going to that convention anymore. But yeah, I I just really really want it. But I plan to go when I'm in Japan to one of the K-Books stores. So like K-Books, I think I talked about it before. K-Books is like it's like a retail chain in Japan where they sell a bunch of like secondhand like anime goods and stuff. And they do that's where I got my cosplay from last year. So I know that they have multiple different stores for like different things. So like there's the cosplay one. They have the Yaoi Dungeon. If you've seen the Yaoi Dungeon on on the internet, that's K Books. They sell like well, obviously they have like Yaoi merch, but they've got like other like otome games and stuff like that, merch from that type of genre. And then they also have a store that is like specifically for Ita bags. So I'm really curious about going there. Japan also has like a very different like style when it comes to Ita bags. I'm sure you've seen it where like the like Western sort of style is like a lot more like chaotic in a good way. I love the chaos. My Ita bag is a Western style one. It's very chaotic, but it's really cute. And like I personally, I don't like I've seen people like complain on the internet being like, oh well, if you're making an Ita bag, then you have to follow the Japanese standards. Like, no, you don't. Who cares? Throw whatever you want in it. Who cares if it looks stupid? It's an Ita bag. It is literally the word Ita means like it hurts. Like it hurts that you have this weird, crazy hyperfixation interest. Like these things are the definition. They are definitionally cringe. So like make your Ita bag as stupid as you want. I saw somebody a few nights ago. They had a Rhett and Link Ita bag. And I was baffled. I was like, I have never seen an Ita bag for Rhett and Link. But I'm glad I did. I think the weirder the better, personally. Cuz like the Japanese style of Ita bags is like it's like one badge like 1,000 times. Like you just have like 40 of one badge and that makes up the entire bag. And like, it can be cool, but personally I like the more like I like the creativity more of like Western style bags. I think they're both cool and I think they both, deserve to have, the same sort of appreciation. But personally, I prefer to make my bags in the like Western style. So I think it shows more variety, especially because like here, you know, anywhere that is not Japan, it's way harder to get your hands on multiple of the same badge. Whereas like in Japan, you just go down the street and there's a store that sells anime merch. Like we don't get that here. Most countries do not have stores, at least not readily available stores, where you can buy a bunch of anime merch for cheap. Heavy on the for cheap. Oh. You see, I would be okay with the slow damage Ita bag if it wasn't a 13-year-old that owned it. Like, I'm sorry, I don't think a 13-year-old needs to be buying merch of that game. I would feel the same way if they had if they had a dramatical murder one, because like, I think slow damage is a lot worse than dramatical murder in terms of content, but still, a porn game is a porn game, and I don't think a child needs to have a bag filled with merch from that type of game. I like obviously I know that like kids that age are going to be getting into stuff they're not supposed to. But the problem isn't them like consuming that media. It kind of is. I don't think really young kids should be like consuming that type of media in the first place. But like that's less of a problem. The problem that I have with it is them buying stuff, because that either means that they themselves are spending money on it, or a parent, they're getting a parent who doesn't know what it is that they are buying to buy it for them. And I think that that should not be happening. Either way, like, especially at the age that that kid was, like, even if they were buying that stuff themselves, like, at that age, if I wanted to buy something online, I had to tell my parents first, because, like, how are they supposed to know what I'm buying online, you know? Like, I could be buying material to make a pipe bomb for all they know. So, anytime I wanted to buy something online, I had to get my parents permission to buy it. So, it's just like, either way, like, the fact that the parents, like, they either don't know or they're okay with it, that is what is concerning to me. Especially very, very heavily if they are okay with it. If they know what the game is about and they are okay with their very young child either playing it or, like, buying merch from it, that's not okay to me. Is that game is very, very, very dark, okay? Especially for, like, a growing child who's, going through puberty, and so, that's, I feel like a game that tackles that sort of dark category is just not something that a developing mind needs to be consuming. Yeah, like, there's just some things, like, I don't care if I sound puritanical when I say this. Like, I just don't think that a 13-year-old needs to be playing a yaoi game. I really don't. I didn't play yaoi games when I was a kid. I watched other people on YouTube play them for me. And they were all censored. Because it's YouTube and you're not allowed to show that sort of thing. I know, because I had to censor mine. I had to censor my playthrough. It's like, it's just, yeah, I just don't, I don't really approve of that sort of thing, and that made me really uncomfortable. I wish that child luck. I hope that she does not grow up to have, like, this is what they talk about with, like, Elsa Gate too, is that, like, you're showing these, like, fetishistic things to kids, and then they grow up and then they're messed up because they watched a lot of, like, fetish content when they were kids. Like, that's the same thing. That's the same thing, except it's being literal with it. Like, it's literally a yaoi game. That is point blank. The content is inappropriate. I'm just saying. Unrestricted yaoi game locked? 18, like the terms of service says. Because, like, that's kind of like the thing that you have to agree to before you buy something like that. Like, anything that is made for adults is you have to be over 18. I don't know. Maybe possibly 16 at the youngest. I don't know. I think in the end it's, like, up to the parent to decide if they are under 18. At that point, it's, like, up to the parents to decide and be like, okay, I think you're, like, mature enough that you could handle something like this. Especially for something that, again, is as dark as slow damage. Like, that's something, like, you have to talk about, like, with your parents, and if they are okay with it, then that's fine. But, yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's hard to say. And, like I said, I think that, like, just having it be, like, the decision of the parents is, like, the best. I think that's the best choice. As otherwise, it can be kind of an embarrassing thing to be like, hey dad, hey mom, can I get this yaoi porn game? Like, I could not imagine. Oh my god, 16-year-old me would have never. She would have never asked my parents for a game like that. 20-year-old me though, is like, oh hey, I bought this game. You want to watch me stream it on YouTube? And I was like, okay, sure. It's got pretty anime boys in it. Sure, I'm down. That was Mama Bee's response. He's like, as long as there's cute anime boys in it, I'm in. And there was. Yeah, it's all good. I am really looking forward to things coming in the New Year's. Oh my goodness! Oh, well, that was a big surprise. Thank you so much, Victor, for the donation. Oh my gosh. Oh, that shocked me so much. I like almost dropped the things that I was holding. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh man. Yeah, we got lots to look forward to. And there, hopefully soon, if I can finally get around to it, I can get some merch made for this. I have a little something in mind for physical merch. I just haven't drawn it yet. That's the downside of being your own artist. Is, you know, in order to have merch, you kind of have to make it yourself. But it'll be fine. It'll come out very soon. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see. I'm still kind of coming off of being hiccup. I'm still coming off of being a little bit burnt out from the holidays. You know, the past couple weeks, I just have not been able to draw anything. It's just like, you know, it's not like art block. Like, I have ideas. I just, like, my hands just don't want to draw it the way that I want it to. I don't know how else to explain it, but like I talked about it with my therapist, and she was like, "Yeah, it sounds like you got burnout." So, yeah, I've been trying to take it a little bit easy, and not make it any worse. You know, like not try to like force myself to draw when I just really don't feel like it. But I think it'll be fine. Point being. Also, I won't be opening memberships just yet because I reached one checkpoint, which was reaching 500 subscribers. However, I haven't reached the other checkpoint, which is like 3,000 hours of watch time. It sounds like a really big number. It is, but that just means that I have to stream 3,000 times this year. Yeah. That sounds doable. I just have to stream every day, every night. Yeah. That sounds doable. Obviously, I'm just kidding, but you know, we'll get stuff through. I do actually have some ideas for non-streams that I want to make. Obviously, our future cover with Honey Lady will be one of those. But I have a couple of ideas for, like I said, regular actual YouTube videos and not just streams. But that'll come in time. But until then, I wish you all a happy New Year. And have a beautiful day. Bye.